Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Santa Rosa Junior College for the SCL championship game between the Sonoma Valley Dragons and the Petaluma Trojans here on the campus of Santa Rosa Junior College. The Trojans undefeated in FCL, and the Dragons looking to pull off the upset. Hello, everybody. I'm Matt Fowler. Alongside me is Griffin Epstein. And Griffin, we have a monster game here tonight with the Trojans looking to complete an undefeated season and the Dragons looking to pull the upset. Yeah,
it would be a remarkable win for the Trojans in their turnaround from their season just last year when they didn't even make the SCL tournament, while Sonoma Valley, who won SCL last year, has really improved this year, and they challenged the Trojans when they played before.
Absolutely. Well, for Sonoma Valley, we're looking at Alyssa Shim. She is definitely the catalyst for this Dragons team. 9.2 points per game and 6 rebounds. She definitely will need to play well for them to win.
Absolutely. She really struggled against the Trojans when they played last week, so she needs to pick it up against Sonoma, which can have some scoring trouble.
These two teams played, and it was a very close contact, and it was Jayla Christ for Petaluma that really did the damage, and we're looking for her to go off as she always has during the season.
Yeah, absolutely. She averages 9 points per game. She's one of the tallest players in SCL. She is so hard to contain with her height and skill.
All right. Well, we'll have coming up next the tip-off from the campus Santa Rosa Junior College, the SCL championship game, momentarily. Coming up next.
Bear Republic Brewing Company invites you to discover their diverse menu, family-friendly atmosphere, and freshly brewed beers on tap. Both brew pubs in Healdsburg and Rohnert Park serve up traditional pub fare with a twist, including signature burgers, salads, and specialty items like Brewer's mac and cheese, or the classic barbecue pork sandwich made with sauce from Peter Brown Tribute Ale. The menu at the Rohnert Park Brew Pub includes pizza and delicious flatbread sandwiches for lunch Monday through Friday. And the original Bear Republic Brew Pub in historic downtown Healdsburg has locally produced artisan cheeses and charcuterie plates carefully crafted with unique ingredients. Both locations offer a relaxed, casual dining experience, perfect for lunch, dinner, or anytime. Open every day at 11:30. For all details, visit bearrepublic.com.
Hi, this is Richard Norgrove of Bear Republic Brewing Company. Come visit us in Rohnert Park or Healdsburg for an award-winning Racer 5, Pace Car Racer, or Double-Aught Pilsner.
When you come to Oil Stop, we'll serve you and your passengers with a complimentary beverage. Coke, Diet Coke, Sprite, coffee, tea, hot chocolate, hot cider, or even a bottle of cold, refreshing water. Want to check your emails, surf the web, or get some work done when you're in for service? Use our high-speed Wi-Fi. It's free. We'll also provide a free car wash with your oil change so your car looks as good as it runs. How convenient is that? Oil Stop. We're here to serve you.
We've worked hard to create a good life for you and your family. Protecting what you've earned is important. At George Peterson Insurance Agency, our local agents work with you to make sure your home and belongings are protected from potential risks. When it comes to you and your family, we're committed to providing you with the right insurance for your needs. We work hard to ensure that your risks are covered, so you can focus on what's most important. George Peterson Insurance, we've got your back.
Cardinal Newman High offers a Catholic college preparatory whole-person education. With a dedicated faculty and state-of-the-art facilities, your daughter or son will have the advantages of the highest caliber educational opportunity in Sonoma County. Learn more at cardinalnewman.org.
All 8th grade students are invited to Preview Day, Monday, February 26th, 8:15 to 1:15. Bay Elite AAU girls basketball attending the top NCAA showcases in the country, with former players competing at the NCAA Division I, II, III, and NAIA levels, winners of 2 Pacific District Level 1 national qualifiers for the best in girls AAU basketball. It's the North Bay Elite.
My friends and I were driving to the Salt Lake Airport to fly to a music teachers conference when our tires started going flat. We called the Les Schwab in Ogden, Utah, and they said,
"Come on in."
They were so fast, we didn't even eat the free popcorn.
There you go.
And we even made our flight. In a world where such great customer service is not always the case, it's nice to know there's Les Schwab. I'm Bonnie Lamborn, and that's my Les Schwab story.
Les Schwab, doing the right thing since 1952.
Welcome back to Santa Rosa Junior College, where we're just about ready to tip it off here at Haehl Pavilion in Griffin. I can't wait for this one.
Yeah, it should be a lot of fun. Sonoma coming in 8-4 in league. They finished 3rd overall in SCL, but they got a really impressive victory over Healdsburg, 30-27 in the semifinals.
And we'll see the Sonoma Valley Dragons starting lineups with Anita Ginter, Sydney Von Gilbert, Kennedy Migley, Annie Nails, and Alyssa Shim. We mentioned Shim in the open.
And that's the Trojans head coach, John Ratchin, who's done a special job in his 2nd year.
And there is Jen Thorpe of Sonoma Valley. She's looking to pull off the big upset here. And at 8-4, it would be a monumental upset.
It would be, but the way that Sonoma plays, keeping it low scoring, I know Sonoma absolutely has a shot.
Absolutely. They had a 7-point game earlier, as we see the starting lineup for the Trojans. Kaylee Pate, Nicole Costa, Courtney Temple, Kelsey Martin, and the standout center, Jaden Christ, as we see the head coach for Petaluma, John Rushton. And what do you know about John Rushton?
Ratchin has done an amazing job, especially this year. He came in his first year last year. It was a rebuilding year for the Trojans. They were 5-7 in SCL, didn't even make the SCL tournament. This year they have really blossomed into a remarkable team. They had some struggles in their non-conference play, but they really tore through SCL. As you said, they did not even lose a game.
Referees getting ready. The crowd's ready. The teams are ready. And we've been going out through this whole season, and it all comes down to this, and it's amazing we're finally here. Whole season.
It's been a long journey. These players put in so much hard work. Both teams, this is going to be the biggest stage that both teams are going to play in this big Haehl Pavilion. So nerves are going to be a factor, but it's also a fulfillment for a lot of players for a lot of their hard work they've put in.
And for the Sonoma Valley Dragons, I think you're going to need to see a lot of productivity from Alyssa Shim early on. Really needs to come out swinging. Cannot afford to get behind this undefeated in league Petaluma team.
Absolutely, and the Trojans have shown the capability. They can go very hot for spurts. They did that on Tuesday night in their SCL semifinal victory over Annalee. They put up 25 points in the first quarter, but they can also go very cold, as they did last week against Sonoma when they only put up 25 points the entire game.
As you see, the players being introduced, and the crowd's ready.
Yeah, players look really pumped up for this one. This means a lot.
As they should be. So Griffith, what do you want to see as this game starts?
I think it would be really interesting to see if teams are aggressive offensively, or do they just stay back and play defense like they did in their last matchup, which was a 25-18 game. It was a remarkable defensive struggle.
Absolutely, and Chris had 7, and Arquette had 10, and we really, if this game is anything like that game, we're in for one heck of a matchup here.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun to watch, even though it was so low scoring, because the defenses were so superb. Both of these teams' defenses are their absolute strengths. They've relied on it all season long. It'll be interesting to see if they do that.
And we tip it off And ball to the Dragons. As we mentioned, both of these teams want to start really on fire. They don't want to get behind.
Yeah, and Sonoma just doesn't score a lot. They still only scored 30 points in their semifinal victory over Healdsburg.
Right off the bat, there's a steal, and Chris, she didn't get it, and right away she is down, and it looks like she may have tweaked something, and she's slow to get up.
I think her left knee.
On the first play here, and this does not look good.
And Chris,
as we see, let's see if we can see what happened here. And
it looks like it just buckled. Chris struggled with some injuries. Last year she missed the first 15 games of the season with her left leg she injured when she was playing volleyball.
And she does not look happy. She obviously looks into it. We'll see how that impacts the game here as the Dragons start out with the second possession.
Yeah, and Trojans, one of their biggest advantages is they have a lot of size, but with Chris not in there, they don't get that.
A nice second chance opportunity, not converted by the Dragons. And we have a foul there, as it was Courtney Temple with the rebound looking to go the other way.
Trojans do a great job trolling down boards. They are a really physical team, and they play with an impressive level of aggression, but so does Sonoma, especially on the defensive end. You'll see a lot of turnovers forced by both teams tonight.
Petaluma Trojans will bring it up. And a steal, but then a steal right back by the Trojans. Bodies all over the place.
Yeah, you're going to see both teams on the floor a lot. That was what happened last Tuesday night. There were a lot of blocks. It got very physical, aggressive, even a little tense between the two teams.
And right away, Petaluma, open shot is not cashed in by Costa, and back the other way come the Dragons.
That was good ball movement there. Costa got the shot she wanted, just couldn't hit. Senior captain for the Trojans.
Kind of a slow-moving pace to begin the ball game here.
Yeah, and that's what we saw last week, so see if the teams make the adjustments or it's more of the same.
Good defense here by the Trojans. And they have a travel.
Yeah, and the key for Sonoma, I think, might be can they shoot threes? The Trojans, even without Chris, still have the size advantage, and they really build a wall around the paint. They do not let offenses enter that paint area, and Martin travels. It forces the offense to shoot threes or hit shots out there.
Kelsey Martin couldn't quite get the pivot foot where she needed it to be. Travel. And so far, this is looking like the last meeting here, 0-0, nearly 2 minutes gone in the first quarter.
And there's definitely some nerves on both sides. This is a huge moment for both teams in a big gym.
And we'll see if Chris can come back and see how that impacts the game.
Yeah, she's got her head in her hands right now. She looks in pain.
And it looks like another travel, as there was a little bit of a hop step there.
I don't think Sonoma Valley's fully confident with their offense out there. Even in victories, they never go above 40, especially the second half of the year against some stronger SCL teams.
And we have some great defense here, as well as a lot of turnovers, so you kind of wonder at which end. As we see another one there, and the Trojans will get it back.
Yeah, both teams just have to work through these first few minutes, hang around, and I think these nerves will dissipate after you're about 3 to 4 minutes into this one.
Shim will bring it up. You mentioned her in the open. See if she can create for her teammates. Shim gets it back around the outside. And another turnover, as we have a turnover fest here to begin the ball game. But if you're either coach, you got to be upset, but you can't be too upset because the score is 0-0.
Yeah, you have to love the defensive effort on both sides. Both teams bring a lot of intensity, especially defensively, every night.
Kelsey Martin blows past Shim, looks to do it herself. Inside, back out. And a near turnover there. Pate gets it back. And another travel. I'm going to go out on a limb and say this has got to be some sort of a record for number of travels to begin a ball game within the first 3 minutes.
That's what it looks like, and I think Coach Ratchins just wants his team to take some shots. They have some good looks. The ball movement's there.
Hey, if you get a shot up, it's a good possession, right?
Yeah, right now it absolutely is.
Shim gets it. She'll drive.
Oh, great pass.
Nice pass. And another travel.
I don't know about that one. That was a great pass that cut inside. Got some of the Trojan defenders outside of the paint.
So I never thought we'd be replaying a travel, but there you go. Trojans will bring it up. Defensive game to say the least.
Yeah, well, it was Trojans and Sonoma. It was 12-12 game at halftime last week, so we might have more of the same.
3-point shot, air ball. Offensive rebound by the Trojans.
Oh, it's a great battle by Eric Cat.
Shot in and out. And back come the Dragons as Temple couldn't get it to go down.
Yeah, nothing seems to want to go down so far for either team.
Thought about that three. And a rebound and put back up and in by Alyssa Shim. As we mentioned, wouldn't you know it, the star we mentioned gets the score going.
And she's the senior captain, so she's going to always step up when needed for the Dragons.
That three was enticing. Instead, she wheels inside, can't get it to go out of bounds, and it'll go back to the Dragons.
The Trojans just need to settle down here. They look a little bit out of sorts here early. I don't think they even ever expected to be in this moment. They were not the favorites going into SCL, and yet they are on a 18-game winning streak, undefeated in SCL.
So Shim will bring it up as Sonoma leads it 2-0. And a nice defensive effort by Nicole Costa, 5'10" senior. And that's it. It will be the name of the game. I'm calling this right now. This is not going to be an offensive game.
No,
it might be the most obvious statement ever made in an SCL championship game, but I'm going to stick with it.
Yeah, and I think the defense has got both of these teams here. They shut down teams, they frustrate them, and defense wins championships. That's what they say.
Absolutely. Wide open shot cashed in by Angelina Sokolosi. And battle for the ball. And the Trojans come away with it as Pate dribbles it up the floor. Strong layup. Good for Shireen Ericat. We mentioned she was a force in the last game that these two teams played.
Yeah, Erica has been remarkable for the Trojans. Only a sophomore. She is the leading scorer on the team, averaging 10.5 points per game.
And we're going to take a look here at the only few baskets that have been scored. As you see a nice three-point shot, excuse me, a two-pointer by Scalosi, the 5'6" junior. And then a nice turnaround shot made by Ericat.
Yeah, Ericat's been a remarkable story. She was on JV last year, and now she's at the top of the team.
And you see the North Coast section standings, and we'll see where this game puts these two teams after.
Yep.
And we'll see Miramonte at 22-4 and Petaluma at 22-5. I'd love to see those two teams match up as a 110 seed.
Yeah, we'll see. I think the Trojans are playing with a lot of confidence. I don't think any NCS team is going to want to face them. Great
They
steal
tried
by
to go
Costa.
inside, yeah. 4-2 Petaluma early. Steal by the Dragons on the fast break opportunity. It breaks down. it will go the other way, as both teams just trying to find some sort of a rhythm here, and neither can.
I like that, though, from the Dragons, trying to get out in a little bit of transition, maybe get a fast break going. That's often how you get easier passes.
Football pass gathers, and a foul as Erica tried to score the touchdown there. I think it's the wrong sport, but it works all the same as she gets herself to the line.
Yeah.
You see the long pass here.
Yeah, Nicole Costa always loves that pass. She really does it a lot. Sometimes she doesn't make the best decision on it, but there Erica got past everybody, and if it was football, she would have been in for the touchdown.
Misses the free throw. And this is kind of looking like, even though we're only 6 minutes in, the last team to have the ball is going to win the game.
Could very much. I mean, there's almost certainly it's going to be close and tense throughout, just because both teams have such strong defenses.
Dragons bring it up. Shim, she's been the passer here. Nice double team for Petaluma, and it results in a turnover for the Dragons.
Trojan has such active hands. Sonoma needs to take better care of the ball, otherwise they're going to be turning it over all night long.
Shim tries to stay in front of Costa. She gets it over. Dive on the floor, and we'll have a
jump, I think.
It's a foul. It's a foul on Nicole Costa. So the Dragons catch a break there after so many turnovers, and we will get the official stat for you at some point.
Yeah, there has been a lot of steals, especially for the Trojans, who average 8 steals per game, so they are very attuned to getting their hands on the ball in the defensive end.
Trojans try to go inside. Shot no good. Offensive rebound. Put back up and in finally for Bigley. And the Dragons will have it here, so a little bit of momentum shift.
Yeah, I think Trojans feeling the effect a little bit of not having Kristen there on rebounds.
Inbound, and Shim will take a 3, and she'll make it. First three-pointer of the game for Alyssa Shim, and we mentioned how important she would be in this upset effort.
Yeah, and she did not play well last week in Petaluma. Was held scoreless, but she already has 5 of Sonoma's 7.
And you can already tell the defensive intensity. If it can be turned up anymore, it has been by Sonoma.
Yeah, good offense is going to lead to good defense, but I also think vice versa. Often if you can get a defensive play, it can really light a spark potentially for either team and get the offenses rolling no matter how good the defense is on either side.
Just 40 seconds remaining as the Dragons will get it, as you'll see. Well, we'll see what they can do here. And Shim will get it, try and bleed clock, get the final shot of the quarter. Although there is about a 10-second differential. Offensive rebound, scramble for the ball, gets it over to Shim, but it's then stolen. It's stolen by Ericat. 15 seconds, let's see what Petaluma can do here.
Big final possession, close the floor to get some momentum.
Ericat goes in, spins, and gets herself to the line with 6 seconds remaining.
Really aggressive player. She will get to the line a lot. That's one way you can certainly wake up the offense and get yourself a little bit of confidence.
And Shireen Ericat, 10.1 points a game, 4.8 rebounds per game. She's definitely been a force in this undefeated season in league play for the Trojans.
Yeah, I think it's been one of the keys on how they turned around a losing season to a championship season.
Shim will get it with 5, with 3, with 2. She tries to put it up, get a foul call, couldn't do it, and with 0.3 remaining, that'll be the end of the first quarter. As there'll be an inbound pass, and now it's the end of the first quarter. And right now it's score 7-6 Sonoma. And as you can see, it's been a defensive game. And both teams, as you see Alyssa Shim here get the first three-pointer of the game, as we'll be back with the start of the second quarter right after this.
Bear Republic Brewing Company invites you to discover their diverse menu, family-friendly atmosphere, and freshly brewed beers on tap. Both brew pubs in Healdsburg and Rohnert Park serve up traditional pub fare with a twist, including signature burgers, salads, and specialty items like Brewer's mac and cheese, or the classic barbecue pork sandwich made with sauce from Peter Brown Tribute Ale. The menu at the Rohnert Park Brew Pub includes pizza and delicious flatbread sandwiches for lunch Monday through Friday. And the original Bear Republic Brew Pub in historic downtown Healdsburg has locally produced artisan cheeses and charcuterie plates carefully crafted with unique ingredients. Both locations offer a relaxed, casual dining experience, perfect for lunch, dinner, or anytime. Open every day at 11:30. For all details, visit BearRepublic.com.
Hi, this is Richard Norgrove of Bear Republic Brewing Company. Come visit us in Rohnert Park or Healdsburg for an award-winning Racer 5, Pace Car Racer, or Double-Aught Pilsner.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the start of the second quarter between Petaluma and Sonoma Valley. As we have a turnover right away, Alyssa Shim the other way. She's got friends on either side of her, but call that a pass to the offense as Shim can't get it to go. Second chance opportunity, and she was out of bounds, it looks like, but right away I really like the offensive effort and the hustle from Sonoma Valley.
Yeah, they've really played well offensively considering their output for much of the year, and I think the key has been offensive boards. Their strategy has really been to crash the boards, especially with Christ with the injury. They've really taken advantage of that.
Effort by Petaluma, no good, and back comes Shim. Cross-court pass saved, and the Dragons will set it up. Teardrop layup is good. Good for Annie Nellis.
This is really impressive by Sonoma so far. They've now crashing the board, starting to spread out their offense. They're really freeing up that paint area. That could really help their offense get going.
Three-point shot, good. Again by Ericat.
Oh, she's special. She's not feeling this big moment.
And a layup in response, no good. And back comes Pate.
A little bit rushed by the Dragons there. They're finding good shots, but that doesn't mean they could just throw them up at will.
And no call. Now there is a call, a late blocking foul called on Annika Ginter. And she doesn't like that, as Angelina Sokolosi will go to the line for two, chance to break the 9-9 tie here.
Trojans offensively so far have looked a little bit out of sorts to me. I think early they were passing up some shots as tentative, and then late in that first quarter they were rushing them a little bit, but you wonder if that three ball by Ericat might wake them up and really get them into a rhythm. They're hit and miss sometimes with their offense.
Nicole Costa will check back in, replacing Weinberg. 1 out of 2. And Petaluma leads by a score of 10-9. Shim, see what she wants to do. Back to Nellis. Shim gets it in the corner. Thought about the three, instead she drives and the ball's stolen, now stolen back by Nellis. Shim gets it, she'll take a long two, no good. Offensive rebound, back up and out. Third chance, no good.
Great fight by the Dragons there, though, to get a couple extra chances. You almost never see that.
Ericat brings it back in. And a layup no good for Secolosi, but she'll get herself to the line again.
Great spark off the bench by Angelina Scacolosi. She has plays with a lot of fire, and she has the ability to score a lot because she plays with a lot of aggression and fight.
And we mentioned with the absence of Christ, and she is still on the bench, what that will do.
Yeah, that'll be interesting. She was getting some work on her leg earlier, and now she's just sitting there. I think there's certainly a possibility that she could come back for the second half. You know she's going to want to play. This is probably the biggest game she's ever had in her really pretty prestigious athletic career.
Well, the fact that she's just sitting and observing as opposed to getting treatment is a good sign.
Yes, absolutely.
That's a long layup attempt, no good. And Costa wrestles it away from the Dragons, and back they come.
Those are the wild shots Sonoma doesn't want to take.
And a long rainbow three by Cassidy Bacon, making her presence known in the scoring column, and all of a sudden Petaluma opens up a 5-point lead.
Oh, the Trojans love to see that from Bacon. She had 8 points on Tuesday night. She's really shooting with confidence right now.
14-9 in favor of the Trojans. Inside, nice pass to Shim, who gets it up and in, and the foul. Alyssa Shim saying, I can do the three-point play the old-fashioned way.
Yeah, that was really great ball movement. Here it is again. They drew in the defenders there with a double team, and the backdoor pass was right there for Shim.
If you suck the defender in, your teammate's open on the other side, and Shim was, and she completes the three-point play.
Absolutely great ball movement there by the Dragons. They need more of that.
So after a very defensive first quarter, second quarter's opened up a little bit more offensively as the lead pass results in a missed layup. Like the idea, back up with it, and down again is Ericat, making her presence known. Another shot, no good. And Shim trying to get it back and a jump ball. That's a great effort by Shim.
Yeah, it really is. She is playing with a lot of fire and fight. She's one of only 2 seniors on a pretty young Sonoma Valley team. This is one of her final games in that jersey, so clearly she's feeling it for this game.
Shim, three, good. Alyssa Shim not letting Sonoma go down without a fight, and it's a 1-point game with 4.5 remaining in the first half.
She has been a one-woman wrecking crew so far for the Dragons. What a pass.
A nice cut. Nice pass and cut. Nicole Costa.
The Trojans have some of the best cuts in the business in their offense, and Ericat and Costa have a special bond offensively. You saw it there.
Broken pass. Finds its way to a Dragon. Inside. Back out. Nellis. She'll drive inside. Her layup somehow sneaks in.
Really have liked the offense by both teams here. It hasn't been a drop of intensity defensively, but it's been a lot more creativity, aggressiveness, and smarts played here in the second quarter as the teams have come out.
And a steal by Shim. And the momentum shifting a little bit to the Dragons as they'll slow it up, and Nellis will get it. And they look to set up a play. 3.5 remaining in the first half. Nice layup, won't go. And again, but this time instead of a jump ball, we have a foul. A little bit too aggressive there.
Yeah, both teams are definitely crashing the boards, fighting hard here. They've called it, though, pretty loosely, so foul trouble hasn't been an issue, which is good for both teams, especially because they rely offensively on a couple key players.
Henzik checks in for Von Gober for the Dragons. And we'll see here. This pace continues. Ericat looking, but I think the Dragons wanted to travel there as her pivot foot came dangerously close to coming off the floor.
It was good defense by Migley.
Bacon. Three-pointer, no good.
Oh.
Follow, no good. And out of bounds to the Trojans.
That was a really impressive play there by Pate. She knew it was short, and she dashed after that ball.
And we have Griffith. I don't mean to catch up, but we have an update on Jada Chris. It's a sprained knee, the same knee that she had surgically repaired.
Okay.
She is doubtful to return.
Well, that's unfortunate for the Trojans. That's what I thought, potentially with that same leg. That cost her out for 15 games last year. She hurt it in volleyball and had a brace on it, could barely walk on it for a while. So that's a big storyline in this one.
2:45 remaining. Nice jump shot, no good. Rebound, and back come the Dragons. Shim has it, she'll bring it up.
And Trojans will certainly miss the size of Chris if she's not going to be able to play, but they still have a size advantage over the Dragons in that paint, but the Dragons have found some ways to get open.
Nellis somehow gets it to a teammate. Somehow an offensive rebound. We got another travel, albeit there's been space between travels now. The ball carrying and the ball handling definitely tightened up a little bit.
Yeah, definitely. I think it was the nerves first couple of minutes, and you've seen the offense improve here in the last few, very much because these teams have settled in. They're not thinking about the moment now. They're just out there playing basketball.
Ericat brings it up.
Spectacular ball movement there.
Costa. Bacon. Thought about that three, instead dribbles inside and out of bounds, and it'll stay here with the Trojans.
Really good ball movement, but the Trojans need to take one of those shots. You almost know sometimes the Spurs have such great ball movement that they'll be too unselfish there. The Trojans want to be careful not to turn into that.
Paris Buchanan will replace Bacon. And we're starting to see a little bit of mixing and matching from the coaches here. And somehow, Trojans able to retain possession. And now they say shot clock violation. We didn't even hear the buzzer go off. I think there was a little bit of an error with the scorer's table, but.
Yeah, Coach Ratchin is not happy about it.
And John Thorpe has got to be pleased with his defense on that one.
Yeah, it's good defense by the Dragons there. They've really stayed in the face of the Trojans, and they've hit a couple shots, but they've absolutely had to earn it, and you knew it. The Dragons' defense has been so good all season long.
Melissa Shim gets it over. Three-pointer, no good. Offensive rebound to the floor, and a jump ball. And that is good fight by Henzik, Kalia Henzik. And Jan Thorpe has got to be happy about that.
Yeah, this was something I didn't see last week from Sonoma Valley. Crashing the boards, really going after balls, and they're the one that is forcing jump balls, even though they don't get the arrow there. That's a good mentality to have.
Three, no good by Ericat.
Trojans rush that possession a little bit there. Got to settle down.
Shim will get it. And worth noting, Griffith, that this is as many points as Sonoma scored.
Right.
All last contest that they played against the Dragons.
And it doesn't surprise me. Their teams are going to make adjustments. Third
Nellis!
played.
The bank is open late on a Friday night.
Wow. Yeah, Sonoma doesn't hit a lot of threes, but I thought that was one of the keys would help them free up the paint. That was a big shot to give them the lead.
41 seconds remaining as the Dragons have the lead, and we'll see. Nellis just rainbows it in, banks it in. I don't know if she called it, but it doesn't matter all the same. What goes up must come down, right, Griffith?
Yes, absolutely, and they get the bank there, but Sonoma has to be delighted with this offensive output. It's been a long time since they've even put 40 up on the board against a team that I would say of quality.
Ericat will get it. And couldn't convert, so if the Dragons are able to score here or even just keep the lead. It'll be huge momentum going into the second half.
Dragons have really closed this half well.
And again, a fight for the ball and a jump ball, and it'll stay here with the Dragons.
Hensick has been impressive. She is really battling in there, fighting for boards. The Dragons have matched and maybe even surpassed the intensity and physicality of the Trojans.
10 seconds remaining. Shot no good. 10 seconds on the shot clock, mind you. Now the shot clock's off and we'll have a kick ball, yeah. So now we have no shot clock. And so Petaluma can guarantee themselves the last shot.
Sonoma. Yeah, this big momentum, especially finishing half well, taking it into the locker room.
10 seconds. It's 7. Nellis drives. Her shot. No good. 2 seconds. 1 second. And that will do it for the half. And what a half for the Sonoma Valley Dragons. They lead 20-18 at the half here and are 16 minutes away from an SCL championship. A championship that I don't think a lot of people gave them a good fighting shot to win, as we see the Dragons heading to the locker room. What did you see, Griffin?
Yeah, I mean, the Trojans were absolutely the favorites coming in here, but Sonoma has made a lot of adjustments, and that should still mean a very close, competitive second half.
See, as you see here, the layup by Costa, 20-18 in favor of the underdog Sonoma Valley. We'll be back with halftime right after this.
So we're going to do halftime.
When you come to Oil Stop, we'll serve you and your passengers with a complimentary beverage. Coke, Diet Coke, Sprite, coffee, tea, hot chocolate, hot cider, or even a bottle of cold, refreshing water. Want to check your emails, surf the web, or get some work done when you're in for service? Use our high-speed Wi-Fi. It's free. We'll also provide a free car wash with your oil change so your car looks as good as it runs. How convenient is that? Oil Stop, we're here to serve you.
You've worked hard to create a good life for you and your family. Protecting what you've earned is important. At George Peterson Insurance Agency, our local agents work with you to make sure your home and belongings are protected from potential risks. When it comes to you and your family, we're committed to providing you with the right insurance for your needs. We work hard to ensure that your risks are covered, so you can focus on what's most important. George Peterson Insurance, we've got your back.
Defense wins championships.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Santa Rosa Junior College at Haehl Pavilion. And Matt Fowler alongside Griffin Epstein and Griffin. We saw an amazing performance from Sonoma Valley to begin the game.
Absolutely, Jim Thorpe really did a great job preparing the Dragons for this one, and they did really well offensively.
But Petaluma hung in there in their own right.
They definitely did, and they had some good offensive output, especially from Shireen Ericat. There you see Angelina Scacolosi, who had a couple points, and Drones often need sparks to wake them up. She's a good one to get that, and there's Ericat with a 3.
Absolutely, threes were raining down in the second quarter. In the first quarter, it was more of a defensive effort. But as you see here, and you see that long 3 banked in by Bacon. You know, she's getting the bacon today, definitely.
Yeah, Tro's were a little tentative in the first quarter. I think they woke up in the second quarter. You saw a really nice cut there by Costa, but it could be even better.
And the Dragons come in here 8-4, the underdogs, and they're fighting for their lives, and they are ahead. And they're looking 16 minutes away from a championship, and they're motivated. Yeah,
Shim has been spectacular tonight. She has been the senior leader that they needed. And there, that beautiful and one play. But they've really moved the ball well. They've found ways to score inside the paint, which is something that no team has been able to get against the Trojans, and they've even got some luck with that 3.
And you see that 3. Nellis, and we want to remind you that tonight's title sponsor is the Bear Republic with their locations in Healdsburg and Rohnert Park. Bear Republic, thank you so much for sponsoring us. That's what drives these types of broadcasts. And we're happy to have you for the SCL Championship game, all you watching at home. Tonight's game brought to you by the Bear Republic Brewing Company.
Absolutely great to bring us. This should be a very tight second half. Both these teams have played tight games all season long. The Trojans, however, have shown a will to win late. The Dragons have a couple close victories, though, as well.
And we've got a foul. It's out of bounds. Trojans retain possession here.
I think the difference is for the two teams in their league, Trojans 12-0. They played about 5 games that came down to the last few possessions, and all of those they won. In Sonoma, they have a couple close victories against Healdsburg, but they also have a couple close losses. They haven't been able to finish as much as the Trojans.
So the Dragons, with their first possession, Shim will bring it up, and she was such an influence in the first half. They're going to need her in the second half if they hope to capture this championship.
Absolutely. It'd be interesting to see if the Trojans try to double team or draw the ball away from her.
Annika Ginter, ball over the backboard, couldn't quite get it over the iron.
I think it was tipped, so it's actually off the Trojans.
Didn't look like it, but evidently the referee's views are better than ours.
Yeah, Coach Ratchin, he saw the same thing that we saw.
Crew chief confirming. And the Dragons. All right, we'll resume play here.
Refs have called it pretty loosely today.
And a nice block, which looked clean, but they're going to call a foul.
Annika Ginter, nice cut inside, though. Sonoma's really worked on some play calling. You can tell in practice, really mixed things up, and really had some nice cuts to the basket that the Trojans have been bothered by.
Annika Ginter at the line. She misses both. And you got to make your free throws. Those may come back to haunt you.
Yeah, it's going to be big. It's just a little bit higher scoring, certainly, than the last time these played, but I don't think we're going to see too many points put on the board.
A nice steal by Ginter, and she'll lay it up and out, but going back to the line as she'll try and redeem herself.
Yeah, great instincts there. Become too predictable with your offense. Often you can read it so well, and I think Sonoma reading a little bit of the Trojan offense right now, really able to see where they're going with their passes.
Ginter for the second of 2 and puts that in. So she makes up for the 2 misses. And there's a 4-point game here as we have a minute gone by in the third quarter. And we have a travel, another one.
And that's just nourished from Kelsey Martin, shuffling her feet. The senior, typically pretty good experience, pretty well poised, but I think they're struggling and they look a little bit frustrated. Certainly head coach John Ratchin does.
But Nellis inbound, she gets it back. Shim. Nellis running shot, good. Annie Nellis.
Yeah, Nellis had that 3. She's shooting well. Dragons have really shot above their average in this one. They have thrived in this big spotlight, in this big moment.
And all of a sudden, up by 6 are the Dragons.
Yeah, biggest lead of the game. Petaluma needs an answer.
Can't get it there, but a nice rebound, but taken away by the Dragons. Nellis comes with it. Cross-court pass. Shot, no good, around and out, but a rebound by Shim, and the defense working wonders for the Dragons. But it will go back to the Trojans as that pass sails out of bounds.
Yeah, tight defense there. Strong job there.
Angelina Scalalosi replaces Costa.
That pass is just way too forced there. That's not smart. Trojans really need to settle down. They're sort of in that cold zone where nothing works well, and it's been plagued them all season long. Even in victories, they've had quarters or halves where, especially offensively, they are just down in the dumps and everything snowballs in the wrong direction.
And John Rashton's squad has to be concerned here. Down by 6 with 6 minutes remaining in the third.
And Trojans 19-2 in their last 21 games. They aren't used to a whole lot of trailing.
Shim barrels in, and she barreled into
Scacolosi there.
Scacolosi, and no call, so back comes the Trojans.
Yeah, just out of control there, but I think the Dragons can really take advantage here of the Trojans' struggles right now and pull a lead together. The Trojans are definitely not a quick strike offense.
Telegraph pass, hands in the passing lane. Shim gets it back. Nice pass, extra pass inside, up and out. Offensive rebound though, ball on the ground. A wrestle for it, and a jump ball, and it will stay here with the Dragons.
Trojans just look a little out of sorts, even defensively, not getting to all their spots perfectly.
Nicole Costa checks back in.
Timeout.
We have a timeout, you called it.
Yeah, and the Trojans, not a surprise that they call a timeout here. This offense, especially for them, is really not working right now. And they've had issues with cold slumps all season long. But the reason they've been so successful, as you can see some of their fans not looking too happy, the reason they've been so successful, 12-0 in SCL, is they've been able to get out of them.
And look at that nice jump shot by Nellis.
Now, Sonoma's really brought some offense, and it's not just been Shim. They found Nellis has hit some buckets. Migley hit one, Ginter as well. And when you have everyone producing for Sonoma, it makes it much harder for the Trojans because they can't just focus on Shim and double teamer.
In the corner, gets it back out to Shim, and now they'll set up. They got the double team, and they force a travel. That's good execution by the defense of the Trojans.
Yeah, absolutely, and even sometimes when they're down, their defense will come to play and bring that intensity. I wonder, though, if they can get a spark right now. Sonoma has all the momentum, and they have really played at a high level.
Jan Thorpe can't be happy about that one. Inside, and
Too
another
careless with the
turnover.
ball.
Nellis races up, finds Shim, has to put it back out. Shim gets it, she'll shoot a two-pointer, no good. And the Trojans will let it go out of bounds.
Really good ball movement nonetheless, and Sonoma hasn't hit all their shots, but they've kept the Trojans grasping at straws and a little bit on the back foot.
Trojans back with it. See if they can get anything going as we're ticking down towards 4 minutes remaining. Nice pass, somehow caught. And another near turnover, and now a turnover, and Nellis with the other way. She's got two defenders to beat. She finds Shim wide open, can't get it to go. Offensive rebound, second chance, no good. Nice save, and can't be collected by Von Gober. And the Trojans will get it. So both teams have again tightened up on the defensive end.
Definitely some adjustments in the halftime break. The Trojans haven't even scored here in this half. Oh, that was quite
a nice deep pass. Touchdown!
Well, maybe that's the spark that will wake them up. We talked about Scacolosi and her fire that she brings.
Scacolosi will try and get the field goal. Okay, we'll stop with the football references. But that was a picture-perfect pass. Look at that. And Scacolosi just gracefully goes in and lays it up and in, as you see there.
Yeah, sometimes don't know why Nicole Costa wasn't on the football team maybe as the Trojans quarterback.
Hey, I think the New England Patriots might be losing a quarterback after Tom Brady's 40, so we'll see.
However, on the basketball court, that feels big, at least a spark for the Trojans. Some offense, maybe it wakes them up, get them out of their slump. They really had some nice plays in that second quarter.
Absolutely.
And they've just totally gone away from that in this third for whatever reason.
Trojans bring it up. Dragons, rather. Nellis for three. No.
She has really helped space the floor, though. She hit a three, and that's kept the Trojans from just clogging that paint.
Air ball, and Tate will get it.
Dragons don't want to give easy fouls like that. Trojans would love to get some from the line. They're a good free throw shooting team at about 60%.
Trojans come back with it, and they'll set something up in the backcourt. Very smart, in my opinion, by the Trojans. Slow it up.
Yeah.
We're down by 3.
Don't want to rush find your shot.
That shot rushed, but the putback no good. But the foul.
No, it was still good ball movement. You got a little pick and roll there. Cost down a little bit of space in the lane, and able to draw some defense. Offensive boards could be something to really help pick up the Trojans as well.
Shireen Arikat will shoot a pair. And you really feel like this is going to come down to the wire.
Yeah. And that is where, as I mentioned earlier, Trojans have that advantage. They played so well in close games. They have found a way to win and not felt the tension, but Sonoma has a long history of basketball success, and they've been the more poised team tonight, no doubt.
And Shim gets it back up the floor quick. Trojans smother her in the corner. A shot no good, and Scacolosi with the rebound.
She rushed by Sonoma Valley when they have a good ball movement. They've been able to hit
Nice
shots.
steal, and a nice Nellis. Again, defensive end, offensive end, doing everything for Sonoma. Picks her pocket, and three-point play not converted, but Scacolosi again gets to the rim.
That was spectacular by Nellis there. See the replay. That was great intuition. And then to finish with that pump fake.
Gets the defender to jump. Look what I found, and Scacolosi gets herself an easy 2 points.
Yeah, that was impressive there, and Sonoma has found a way to force turnovers, get buckets, and they're holding on to a lead here. Nonetheless, Trojans have brought their offense back a little bit here. 4 points in the last couple minutes.
2 minutes, 48 seconds remaining in the third.
Coach Chan Thorpe, she's done a good job with Sonoma Valley. They only have 2 seniors on their team. They lost 5 seniors from last year when they were the team that went undefeated in the SCL regular season, and then they were upset in the SCL tournament championship game right here by Annalee. So we may be seeing a little bit reverse here tonight.
Absolutely. Ericat misses the first of 2. Every free throw critical here.
And update on Jaden Christ. I know she was listed as doubtful. I don't think she's coming back, though. She's remained seated on her spot on the bench in her warm-up jersey. So the Trojans are going to have to fight without her. Second leading scorer on the Trojans.
Both free throws missed. And a near steal there, and now there is a steal by Pate. Kayla Pate, we've called her name a lot tonight.
Yeah, Pate's a great leader on the Trojans. She's also the best three-point shooter, but hasn't been able to get one to go.
And they say deflected out of bounds. No, they say a foul. A foul on Ginter. It's a 15th foul.
The Trojans would love to get some free offense from the line. Neither team got into the bonus in that first half. They've called it pretty loosely.
Bacon back in. She has it. 3-point shot, no good. Offensive rebound up and out. And Nellis again.
Well, that was a bunny for Bacon. She just rushed it.
Two minutes remaining in the third. 3-pointer, no good. You get the sense if any one of these 3-pointers go down, it would be a real big momentum shift.
Absolutely.
Nice deflection by Nellis there. She's doing everything offensively, defensively, making threes, making steals, making layups. She's doing everything.
Yeah, she has really stepped up, the junior, and Shim's been a little bit quiet here in this second half, but Nellis has been really impressive, as you mentioned, really all facets of her game, bringing it and trying to carry to the Dragons to this victory. There she is again, forcing a jump ball.
A nice give and go, but it's going the other way as we have a jump ball in favor of the Dragons.
And she has that fight, that want, that in a game and a magnitude like this where there's a lot of pressure and you're really feeling it, she hasn't been feeling the pressure. Instead, all she wants is to raise a trophy here at the end of the night.
And you get the sense these last 2 minutes is going to be really, really telling of the momentum going into the fourth. I mean, if Sonoma is able to get a couple more baskets and go in with maybe an 8-point lead, that puts a lot of pressure on the undefeated in league play Petaluma Trojans. They do not want to surrender their first loss in the SCL championship game. As a nice steal there by Bacon. And then another steal right back. Costa's back, and a nice block, but Costa gets the foul in the process, and she is not happy about it.
That was all ball. Now, Coach Retchin couldn't believe it there, but credit to Nellis for that effort, getting on the floor, and then a wonderful pass up ahead that gets Sonoma to the line.
But Costa not giving up on the play. If she doesn't block that, that's probably an easy layup.
Yeah, absolutely. And the free throw missed, making Shim earn it from the line.
Shim missed the first free throw. Gets the second. So Sonoma opens up another 5-point lead with 1:15 remaining in the third quarter.
Where do the Trojans have someone to pick them up offensively? They don't have Chris to go to down low, and the reason I think that they've struggled so much, she is, even if she doesn't score, they always go through her to start the offense.
And I think that was a smart foul by Cartazzoli because that was an easy layup.
Yeah, Dragons have done a great job running out in transition. They have the better speed on the court, no doubt, and they found some ways to get some easy buckets, get to the line. That's really helped, I think, their offense add a hole in confidence and mentally as well, which is so key.
And Jan Thorpe is talking to both Nellis and Shim and just saying, we got 9 minutes to go. And we're up by 5. As both free throws, though, are missed. And we got 55 seconds remaining in the third quarter. See if the Trojans can close this one out.
Free throw shooting has not been good on either side. That could be big late in this game if it comes down to free throws.
.37 seconds. Inside, Cartazzoli, no good. Back come the Trojans.
Cartazzoli needed to pull up for a jumper there. She was open, but the Dragons have been the team really that's clogged the paint and not let the Trojans inside. A little deja vu.
3-point shot, no good. Cartazzoli in the corner. Jump ball, and it will go to the Trojans. Nice job, Cartazzoli, realizing that it was going to be a jump ball, just hugging the ball and making sure that they get the last shot of the quarter.
Yeah, Trojans forced a lot of jump balls. They're very aggressive, but I'd say Sonoma countered that.
Here we go again.
Pass.
And I think that Shireen Ericat, she knew exactly what she was doing. She knew either she was going to get a layup or she was going to get a foul as they were both going for the ball.
It's been interesting that Sonoma hasn't adjusted to that when Nicole Costa is basically the quarterback back there, and that's helped the Trojans get a couple buckets as their offense struggles.
Shim with the steal. One woman to beat and a travel as she tried to stop her pivot foot slid with 10 seconds remaining. That could be a big play if Petaluma is able to convert with 10 seconds remaining here.
Well, that was a tough one on Shim. That was awfully close.
Cartazzoli at 3. Ericat lays it up and out at the buzzer. Can't get it to go. She's mad at herself for that one. And at the end of the third quarter, it is the underdog Sonoma Valley Dragons up by 5. Fasten your seatbelts, everyone. This will be a big finish here on the campus of Santa Rosa Junior College. Fourth quarter coming up right after this.
Bear Republic Brewing Company invites you to discover their diverse menu, family-friendly atmosphere, and freshly brewed beers on tap. Both brew pubs in Healdsburg and Rohnert Park serve up traditional pub fare with a twist, including signature burgers, salads, and specialty items like Brewer's mac and cheese or the classic barbecue pork sandwich made with sauce from Peter Brown Tribute Ale. The menu at the Rohnert Park Brew Pub includes pizza and delicious flatbread sandwiches for lunch Monday through Friday. And the original Bear Republic Brew Pub in historic downtown Healdsburg has locally produced artisan cheeses and charcuterie plates carefully crafted with unique ingredients. Both locations offer a relaxed, casual dining experience, perfect for lunch, dinner, or anytime. Open every day at 11:30. For all details, visit BearRepublic.com.
Hi, this is Richard Norgrove of Bear Republic Brewing Company. Come visit us in Rohnert Park or Healdsburg for an award-winning Racer 5, Pace Car Racer, or Double-Aught Pilsner.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the start of the fourth quarter of the SCL championship game between the Dragons and the Trojans. Trojans trail by 5 as Alyssa Shim gets the ball to start. And Griffin, this will be a good fourth quarter.
Yeah, absolutely. I think big storyline for the Trojans was that they lost Chris, but Sonoma's absolutely taken advantage of that with some great adjustments from their last game. And the Trojans right now just can't buy a bucket or really find their offense without their big girl in the middle.
There was an air ball by Nellis that hit the backboard. I guess technically it's not an air ball, but a good defensive possession to start for the Trojans and a good offensive possession there as Kelsey Martin, we've called her name a lot, brings the Trojans to within 3.
That's a great back cut. Trojans have excelled at that all season long, and they haven't had a whole lot of that tonight. Sonoma has been ready.
Nellis tried to blow past the defender, but traveled in the process, and already momentum starting to shift to Petaluma.
Yeah, Dragons looking a little frantic here. James Thorpe, I think, a little bit concerned of his team in this fourth quarter. Maybe feeling the moment just a little bit. They're rushing their offense. Considering the Dragons' output offensively, they've been really fantastic in this one.
Kelsey Martin somehow gets it over. A steal by Nellis. And almost a re-steal, but Nellis somehow gets it. Scramble for the ball on the ground. And now the Dragons have it, and they'll try and reset. And an air ball right there as Bacon was in the face of the Dragon there.
Yeah, good aggressive defense by the Trojans. Give up on average 38 points per game there, and they're certainly in your face, but Sonoma's taking advantage of that with some good blow-bys. I think here, though, they're just throwing shots up at the backboard and hoping they're going to go in right now. That's not the recipe to close out the Trojans, who were undefeated in SCL, trying to complete a historic season.
Costa tries to finds Ericat for a nice layup, and that is a great play.
Those were the back cuts I was talking about, especially Costa and Ericat excel at that. Not a surprise to see timeout by Janthorpe.
And with that already, Sonoma wants a timeout. And 26-27, Sonoma still leads, clinging to a 1-point lead. As we see here,
When you come to Oil Stop, we'll serve you and your passengers with a complimentary beverage. Coke, Diet Coke, Sprite, coffee, tea, hot chocolate, hot cider, or even a bottle of cold, refreshing water. Want to check your emails, surf the web, or get some work done when you're in for service? Use our high-speed Wi-Fi. It's free. We'll also provide a free car wash with your oil change so your car looks as good as it runs. How convenient is that? Oil Stop, we're here to serve you.
Trojan in, and they have the lead. As a nice shot.
Kelsey Martin.
Kelsey Martin, again, back up by one are the Trojans.
And the Dragons are totally rushing right now. They do get the foul there, but they're almost panicked. And 28-27, the Trojans up by one. It will be Kennedy Midgley, the sophomore, who will head to the line. But the Trojans before this on a 6-0 run out of the quarter, and it's exactly what you want to see from Coach Ratchin, the way the Trojans have finished games this year and found a way to win. The Dragons are a lot younger, and 8-4 in league. They've suffered a couple close losses, including 2 to the Trojans, which were both single-digit games in the fourth quarter. Misses.
2 crucial misses there.
Dragons have been horrendous from the line here in the second half. That could really
Nicole
cost them.
Costa lays it up, no good. And you feel with every score, every non-score, it's a momentum shifter. Nellis drives in, shot, good by Kayla Hinzik.
That's huge for Sonoma. They just need some confidence, something to pick them up. And they hope that that shot is this. They cannot be forward to get mirrored in a slump the way the Trojan offense is starting to pick up.
Ericat with Hinzik on her. Costa air ball out of bounds to the Dragons.
And I don't know why Nicole Costa took that shot. A defender in her face. That was way too forced there, the way this offense is in a rhythm.
5 minutes is an eternity in any basketball game, and I think both teams just need to slow down, but more so Petaluma, as it's been working for the Dragons. Nellis gets it back over to Shim. Back over to Nellis. Her three-pointers off the backboard. Call it up pass to Shim. She lays it in. Sonoma up by 3, less than 5 minutes to go. Kelsey Martin brings it up. Nellis on her. She finds Ericat. The three-pointer doesn't go. Offensive rebound squirts out. Ericat gets it back. Finds Costa. Bacon drives in. Kick ball out, and it'll stay here with the Trojans.
Credit to Shim on that last offensive possession for the Dragons, fighting for an offensive rebound. That has been so key to their attack. They put up 31 points in this one, which might not sound like a lot, but it really is considering this Trojan defense and the way the Dragons have struggled scoring this year.
Bank shot won't go. Again.
I think Kelsey Martin had been feeling it before that shot, but unable to hit there.
Nellis gets it over. Three-pointer, no good. And a nice save, and the Trojans will get it. Costa brings it up. We got a 4-minute ball game. Nice bounce pass. Somehow finds its way back to Costa. And an errant pass over the head. And this cannot make the coach of the Trojans happy.
Yeah, Coach Ratchin saw us saying, calm down, calm down. The first 2 minutes of this fourth quarter looked like the A-plus ball that we've seen from the Trojans at time this season, where everything is clicking offensively, but they've just thrown it away, made some really dumb passes. It's a little harsh, but just not smart passes.
Nice block. Nice block by Costa.
Yeah, I think Eric Cat was hit in the head on that one. This has been a physical one.
She was, and she's not happy about it, but you got to play on. Championship game coming down to the wire at Haehl Pavilion here.
So big for both of these programs. Sonoma would be a monumental win with a young team. Trojans trying to coronate an amazing season.
Around 3 Trojans. She can't get it to go. Offensive rebound, scramble on the ground. And Shim gets it.
Unbelievable effort from Nellis there.
And they call a timeout, and we have a Trojan hurt here. And this is not good. She's holding her head. And it is Kylie
Pate, yeah. Point guard and one of the captains on the Trojans, but this one has been physical. Obviously, Jaden Chris going out first minute of this one.
And she's walking. She's holding her head, but she's walking under her own power, which is a good sign. But anything with a head injury is very concerning. You gotta, I mean, hopefully she just got her bell rung, and we don't know if she'll play. But let's see.
Yeah, I think she bashed heads there with the back of the Dragon, and you certainly worry about a concussion. The way she's holding her head, I don't think she's coming back in the last 3:28 of this one.
Dragons get it. Shot no good. Rebound by Costa. She has it, and they call it travel.
Wow.
That is amazing, I think, to both of us. I don't think there was any movement there.
Yeah, I didn't see that. Do you think Coach John Ratchin for the Trojans, he has 4 timeouts left in his pocket. He should use those on some of those loose balls.
But a nice defensive play there to knock it out. And Courtney Temple checks back in. Shim. She gets it. And trying to use clock are the Dragons.
Yeah, you got to find that right level between using your clock and not being tentative. Just not a smart pass there. Jump ball, arrow points towards Petaluma.
And it just seems like every score favors, just shoves the momentum. Again, another baseball pass, but this time it doesn't work.
Yeah, that time was looking for Martin, but Martin thought she wasn't going to throw it and stopped and started to cut back, and it was the Dragon who was there who made the catch and step.
3-point game. Dragons with it. Tip. Nice steal by Costa. And the Dragons will set up, the Trojans. Trojans undefeated in league play. 2-point shot off the window and no. And back come the Dragons. Every second that ticks away, precious for both teams.
Trojans have been feeling this moment. First 2 minutes of this fourth quarter was the best basketball they'd played all game long, and now they're just sort of throwing shots off at will, ill-advised passes. They are not going to win this game like that.
Shot that almost bounces in. Second chance, no. And you mentioned timeouts.
Yeah, I was thinking Coach Retcham would call a timeout there, but Eric Hat's able to get out of it. Gosh, Martin is shooting. Don't know what she's thinking. Just throwing it up at will here like it's one shot to win the game.
This has been a stagnant pace. And now there will be a timeout, and I gotta believe that Petaluma is gonna get an earful from their coach as we're down to crunch time here at Haehl Pavilion. We'll be back right after this with the conclusion. Stay tuned.
We've worked hard to create a good life for you and your family. Protecting what you've earned is important. At George Peterson Insurance Agency, our local agents work with you to make sure your home and belongings are protected from potential risks. When it comes to you and your family, we're committed to providing you with the right insurance for your needs. We work hard to ensure that your risks are covered, so you can focus on what's most important. George Peterson Insurance, we've got your back.
Crunch time here at Haehl Pavilion. 31-28 in favor of the Dragons, and they're a minute 50 away from the championship.
Who can handle their nerves? Who can calm down and play their best basketball here with all the pressure and eyes and lights on?
Somehow shot, gets it off, no, and a jump ball, which will stay here. And that's significant, because I believe that'll be a reset, or is it a reset of the shot clock?
No, it will stay the same. So just 9 seconds left on the shot clock. Sonoma Valley's going to have to get a shot up. And
they can't afford to give the Dragons any more points here, down by 3. 8 to shoot, 6, 5, great defense. Shim needs to do something, gets it over to Nellis. She shoots, no good. Rebound, Trojans, a minute 15 from a championship or from overtime.
And we see Kylie Pate has re-entered, just had that injury a couple minutes ago, but I guess she's okay now.
And a layup won't go. We have a minute remaining in this championship game.
For the first time in a long time, the Trojans have not shown poise here late in this game. They're just throwing up crazy shots and hoping they're going to go in. Sonoma, though, really has done much of the same, struggling to hold on to the ball. A lot of turnovers by them.
Trojans have the ball. Dragons turn it over. You can get 2 shots here if you hurry. They're only down by 3.
Yeah, want to go 2 for 1, but here, just get your best shot. Sonoma is really struggling from the line.
Martin brings it up. Nice, Ericat banks it in with 37.4 remaining.
That was great offense from Ericat. That is what's gotten the Trojans here all season long.
Really
getting
struggling
Ericat in on that low post, using your aggression in the single team. Wonderful spin move and the finish. We got a 1-point ball game.
Ericat hits the most crucial shot thus far, but if they can hit one more, they're looking at an SCL championship.
Yeah, it's gonna come down to these last few shots for both teams, and both teams have not shot free throws well. That could be the key, but here for Sonoma, they've struggled a little bit offensively. They can't be tentative. They need to to run their normal offense. And I'd say Alyssa Shim, she's been a little bit quiet, the Dragons captain for them, but this is the senior's one of her final games here. One of the biggest moments of her athletic career. They need her to pick it up offensively and have the offense run through Alyssa Shim, who was fantastic in the first half.
It all comes down to this. 30 seconds remaining.
Dragons have to get it over the timeline.
They do, and they do. Somehow, there's about a 7-second difference between shot clock, game clock. Trojans need a steal, need a stop, need something. Pass inside. Fumbled. Trojans steal. 13 remaining. 11, 10, 9. Ericat lays it up. They call it travel.
Wow. And Ericat had Kelsey Martin wide open on the left side of the court there. There might have been a shuffle feet. Oh my goodness there. You like the aggression from Ericat. Oh, she can't believe it. Still 8 seconds left here. Trojans need to press and probably need to foul. However, they're going to have to foul twice before Sonoma's even in the 1-and-1 bonus.
Well, 1-and-1 is the key, and you got 8 seconds. Can you foul twice?
Yeah.
You got to grab the first person with the ball.
Absolutely. There is really at a premium here. Timeout-wise, Trojans do have 2 timeouts, and I saw Coach Ratchen signaling the timeout sign to the players in the huddle. They need to talk about that. Trojans need to forget what just happened in that last seconds, and Sonoma needs to not think about the moment when they're inbounding the ball. That can be so tough here when the pressure is on. I've seen it get to teams a lot.
And they don't get to advance it, so a turnover here could spell disaster.
Yeah, you just want to make sure get it in for the Dragons and at least force the foul, get the most time off the clock as possible.
8 seconds. Nels to the inbound. She gets it over to Zim, and she's fouled with 6.9 remaining. That's pretty good if you're the Trojans.
Yeah, it was a quick foul there, and now they just need one more, and Sonoma will head to the 1-and-1 bonus. You got to do the same thing, only about a second off the clock, and what Sonoma has after their 3 throws to be enough time for the Trojans to get off a quality shot.
Oh, and a turnover! And a turnover at the worst possible time if you're the Dragons.
Oh my goodness.
Unbelievable. There was no Dragon in sight.
Oh, Jan Thorpe, can't believe it. Looked like she's lost her mind. I don't know.
We'll be back with the exciting conclusion of the championship game right after this.
North Bay Elite AAU girls basketball attending the top NCAA showcases in the country, with former players competing at the NCAA Division I, II, III, and NAIA levels, winners of 2 Pacific District Level 1 national qualifiers for the best in girls AAU basketball. It's the North Bay Elite.
When you come to Oil Stop, we'll serve you and your passengers with a complimentary beverage. Coke, Diet Coke, Sprite, coffee, tea, hot chocolate, hot cider, or even a bottle of cold, refreshing water. Want to check your emails, surf the web, or get some work done when you're in for service? Use our high-speed Wi-Fi. It's free. We'll also provide a free car wash with your oil change so your car looks as good as it runs. How convenient is that? Oil Stop. We're here to serve you.
7 seconds away. 7 seconds away from a championship. 31-30. Dragons ahead. Trojans with the ball.
And they have a timeout if they want to use it here.
Shot. And a foul's called. A foul is called with 4.4 remaining. And Kelsey Martin will have the chance to be the hero.
Unbelievable. I can already see out of Martin's face the nerves. Jan Thorpe has to calm herself down because she is furious at the refs.
You don't want to get a technical here.
Yeah, let's see the replay there. Martin definitely forced her way into some contact. Yeah, that's absolutely, I can understand why you're unhappy with the Dragons there. That was a very close call. There was a little bit of contact, but it was minimal. The refs have called it a lot closer, though, in these last few moments of this game.
And Jan Thorpe, what she's going to try and do, very smart, try and ice Kelsey Martin. We'll take another break, and we'll be back with the exciting conclusion of this game.
Family-friendly atmosphere and freshly brewed beers on tap. Both brew pubs in Healdsburg and Rohnert Park serve up traditional pub fare with a twist, including signature burgers, salads, and specialty items like Brewer's mac and cheese or the classic barbecue pork sandwich made with sauce from Peter Brown Tribute Ale. The menu at the Rohnert Park Brew Pub includes pizza and delicious flatbread sandwiches for lunch Monday through Friday. And the original Bear Republic Brew Pub in historic downtown Healdsburg has locally produced artisan cheeses and charcuterie plates carefully crafted with unique ingredients. Both locations offer a relaxed, casual dining experience, perfect for lunch, dinner, or anytime. Open every day at 11:30. For all details, visit BearRepublic.com.
Hi, this is Richard Norgrove of Bear Republic Brewing Company. Come visit us in Rohnert Park or Healdsburg for an award-winning Racer 5, Pace Car Racer, or Double-Aught Pilsner.
We want to remind you, Healdsburg versus Piner in the boys game, as we have, and stick around for that, but right now we have 31-30 in favor of Sonoma. Kelsey Martin, chance to be the hero here. Her first shot. No good.
Yeah, and the nerves are on here. This gym is totally packed with a lot of supporters waiting for the boys game and the SCL Boys Championship to start after. Martin is senior. She's put a lot of hard work into this.
This one to tie it. 4.4 remaining.
Oh!
And the second one banks in. 4.4.
Do not foul here if you're Petaluma. Let Sonoma get up a bad shot.
2 at 1. No good, and we are going, ladies and gentlemen, to overtime.
Wow.
And can you ask for more?
Oh, the way this...
If you're a basketball fan at any level.
The way this game has been, we hope you folks at home are enjoying it. It has been an absolute thriller to watch. Oh, there's so much tension in this gym right now, and the Trojans somehow come back there to work it to overtime. How about that banked-in free throw?
You know, sometimes it's... The start of overtime in the SCL championship game, 31-31, and we got a new ball game, Griffin.
Yes, we do. How about the big free throw by Kelsey Martin that sent it to overtime? Now both fan bases on the Petaluma and Sonoma side cheering and clapping. The winner is going to hold an emotional and special trophy.
Martin, her first shot, no good. First shot of overtime, and for the moment, she's the hero, saving the perfect season for Petaluma.
Yeah, how about the bank? I know Sonoma got a couple banks open in that first half, but when she needed it most. It wasn't the prettiest free throw, but she got the bounce.
Ericat lays it up and in.
Oh, that's wonderful from Shereen Ericat. She was devastated after she had a travel with 8 seconds left that she thought might cost her the game. But there, that is her classic spinning, aggressive drive move to the rack. That's so hard to stop.
A 4-minute overtime in high school basketball. A foul as Anna Ginter tried to lay it up and in. Very smart to go inside.
Yeah, and I've actually been surprised that the Dragons haven't gone to Ginter a little bit more, considering Griffin hasn't been able to play, and the size is a lot more even. Normally, you wouldn't expect the Dragons to use Ginter. She sinks her first free throw, while we see the Ericat lay, and that gave the Trojans the lead.
First shot is good by Ginter. This gym is packed.
Yeah, Piner and Healdsburg, the boys teams are ready to come out to start their SCL tournament championship game, but they're just going to have to wait in the wings for 4 more minutes.
They're going to have to wait. Bacon. Over, Costa, good.
The senior captain, she hasn't done a lot offensively.
Nicole Costa putting the Trojans up by 2.
Yeah, Costa was a big scorer last year for the team. She's accepted much more of a defensive role, but she can absolutely hit shots and she can certainly get steals.
Ericat lays it up and out. Rebound and a foul.
Great effort there by the Trojans, crashing the glass when they couldn't get it.
Scacalosi refusing to give up.
Yeah, and Trojans have all day long forced these steals. It's given Sonoma so many problems. It's really given every team that's faced the Trojans issues. The aggressive mentality, especially Costa, who was really dominant when they faced the Dragons last week.
Rims in for Scacalosi.
And the pressure especially, I think, is on the Dragons, and you wonder if they feel it a little more. They are the team that blew the lead in that. At the end of the fourth quarter, they're throwing away a pass that cost it. The Petaluma fans are hyped up.
This crowd is going insane. Drive, ball on the floor, somehow ends up in the hands of a Dragon and into the net.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of pinballing plays there. Ginter, right place, right time.
Just over 2 minutes in overtime. A shot somehow up and in by Kelsey Martin, the hero of the waning seconds.
It's almost like a
Nellis,
two-handed.
her shot no good.
And I mentioned that the Dragons are really, or the Trojans are the team playing with house money here because
they got to get the ball over the timeline.
Trojans came back. Sonoma looks like they're feeling the tension of just blowing the lead. Trojans are playing much more freer basketball.
And a jump ball that'll go to the Dragons. Big possession there. A minute and 33 remaining.
Dragons need Alicia Shim to step up. She's been so quiet in the second half. She was so good in that first half, and in these big moments, you need your senior leader.
Both teams exalting their teammates. Get us a bucket somehow, little two-woman game. Shim gets it, inside, layup, no. Offensive rebound, no. And Martin comes out with it.
What a battle.
1 minute. 1 minute to an undefeated perfect season for Petaluma, who roared back. Can they find a dagger? Ericat. Ericat with on Ginter. She winds, lays it up, no. And the Dragons get it back, 40 seconds. They got to do something. They got to do it fast. And a timeout by Jan Thorpe. Smart timeout.
Yeah. Absolutely. That's the only timeout that Sonoma has, but they needed it there. They need to drop a quick play in the huddle and get off a shot. You don't want to compromise quality.
37 seconds, we'll be back.
Bear Republic Brewing Company invites you to discover their diverse menu, family-friendly atmosphere, and freshly brewed beers on tap. Both brew pubs in Healdsburg and Rohnert Park serve up traditional pub fare with a twist, including signature burgers, salads, and specialty items like Brewer's mac and cheese, or the classic barbecue pork sandwich made with sauce from Peter Brown Tribute Ale. The menu at the Rohnert Park Brew Pub includes pizza and delicious flatbread sandwiches for lunch Monday through Friday. And the original Bear Republic Brew Pub in historic downtown Healdsburg has locally produced artisan cheeses and charcuterie plates carefully crafted with unique ingredients. Both locations offer a relaxed, casual dining experience, perfect for lunch, dinner, or anytime. Open every day at 11:30. For all details, visit BearRepublic.com.
Hi, this is Richard Norgrove of Bear Republic Brewing Company. Come visit us in Rohnert Park or Healdsburg for an award-winning Racer 5, Pace Car Racer, or Double-Aught Pilsner.
37.2 remaining. Petaluma battling back after the injury to Pate and Chris. Dragons with it. 3-point shot. No good. Rebound. Who has it? It's Petaluma ball.
They drew up a play. They had a shot, and it was really a good look for the Dragons.
They had a shot.
They haven't been good offensively, though, here in the overtime.
And a timeout by Petaluma as you know, going crazy for the timeout was the coach of Petaluma.
Yeah, time was running out there, and he had to call it. I think for Sonoma here, you have to foul. Shot clock is turned off.
We'll be back.
When you come to Oil Stop, we'll serve you and your passengers with a complimentary beverage. Coke, Diet Coke, Sprite, coffee, tea, hot chocolate, hot cider, or even a bottle of cold, refreshing water. Want to check your emails, surf the web, or get some work done when you're in for service? Use our high-speed Wi-Fi. It's free. We'll also provide a free car wash with your oil change so your car looks as good as it runs. How convenient is that? Oil Stop. We're here to serve you.
Back here, 31.7. 39-35 in favor of Petaluma. Battling back, they need one stop and they're SCL champions. Overtime.
Costa has no timeout. She has to get it in.
They get it in, and they foul. And isn't this poetic justice?
Yes.
Kelsey Martin, after missing the free throw, and for a split second, everyone thought that the upset was going to happen. And Kelsey Martin has the chance to put a nail further in the coffin and cement a perfect season for the Petaluma Trojans.
Yeah, I bet she's feeling a lot more confident after she hit the one that got the Trojans here.
Her first, no good. And defensive rebound, and here come the Dragons. Shim. And a travel. And Jan Thorpe is beside herself.
Yeah, and the Dragons, they needed to go quickly, but they were rushing even too much there.
And they need to do something. They need to foul, and they do. Costa will go to the line.
If the Trojans can hit their free throws, they are going to win an SCL tournament championship. Costa, the senior captain, with one of the key steals late in that fourth quarter.
Costa's first. No good. I mentioned double bonus. And even if she hits this shot, it is not over.
Yeah, Trojans are feeling the same pressure that Sonoma Valley felt as they were unable to close it out in the fourth.
Her second shot is no good. Rebound. And up ahead the Dragons with 10 seconds left. Lay in, good by Shim. They got an inbound, they got a foul. And they do. 4.4 left.
Double bonus for Shireen Arakat, the sophomore.
And it was an easy lay-in.
Yeah, not good defense there by the Trojans. They can't allow an easy bucket. You got to make sure they take as much time as possible, but it was finally Shim taking the aggressor there, something that she needed to do more on the second half of the Dragons.
2 shots to seal it. First one, rims in.
Oh, that was pure. Coach Ratchin for the Trojans saying no foul here. One more shot, and it's a 2-possession game.
Sonoma, no timeouts. She misses the second. They've got to go at 3, at 2, at 1. Puts it up. Oh! And Petaluma has the perfect season. It culminates in an SCL championship. At the buzzer, the miracle shot doesn't go. And Petaluma wins 40-37. And Griffin, it looks good.
Unbelievable stuff. This is going to be a game that Trojan fans and Dragon fans are not going to soon forget. A shame that either team had to lose this one, but in the end, Petaluma just had a tiny bit more poise.
It was a defensive game to start. There wasn't 6 points scored in the first 6 minutes of this game combined, and we end up with a score of 40-37. But you got to credit Petaluma Trojans as we have Jan Thorpe and
Coach
Ratchet, and they battled, they coached both their squads the best they could, and in the end it was a 3-point game and a one shot that looks pretty good to tie it, but it did not go.
Yes.
And Petaluma wins it by a score of 40-37.
Yeah,
that'll do it. For Griffin Epstein, I'm Matt Fowler. Petaluma are SCL champions.
Good night, everybody.
Bear Republic Brewing Company invites you to discover their diverse menu, family-friendly atmosphere, and freshly brewed beers on tap. Both brew pubs in Healdsburg and Roanoke Park serve up traditional pub fare with a twist, including signature burgers, salads, and specialty items like Brewer's mac and cheese, or the classic barbecue pork sandwich made with sauce from Peter Brown Tribute Ale. The menu at the Roanoke Park Brew Pub includes pizza and delicious flatbread sandwiches for lunch Monday through Friday. And the original Bear Republic Brew Pub in historic downtown Healdsburg has locally produced artisan cheeses and charcuterie plates carefully crafted with unique ingredients. Both locations offer a relaxed, casual dining experience, perfect for lunch, dinner, or anytime. Open every day at 11:30. For all details, visit BearRepublic.com.
Hi, this is Richard Norgrove of Bear Republic Brewing Company. Come visit us in Roanoke Park or Healdsburg for an award-winning Racer 5, Pace Car Racer, or Double Aught Pilsner.